got cups of coffee. It's lovely to see you all. I'm so excited to be here. I just want to say a high five to every carer in here that has made the effort to come today, because I can tell you it's been so tricky for me today. I've juggled so many juggles. So would you all mind putting your hands together to welcome all our lovely carers?
So today's been an amazing opportunity to hear from a lot of carers. We've had amazing speeches from a lot of different people that care about carers. Some are carers themselves, some are people that care about carers and all have a different perspective on caring. We've had amazing stories, and it's been an amazing opportunity to look back on some of the amazing stories from the last kind of 2 years of respite and raising awareness in Powys, and all the work that's gone on in Powys. So to look back on that, showcase some of it, and then look forward to what comes next, and capture the carers' voices that are in the room today about what matters to them and what we want to do going forward.
This morning has been about listening to carers, either in person or on video, sharing things that matter to them, their experiences and what's working and what's important. And we've celebrated the carers and people that have come alongside us and learned about collaborative communication, which are really important listening and understanding skills, and about what good support looks like, what helping people looks like without fixing people, for example, really empowers people. And then this afternoon, people have had an opportunity to either do some fun things with Melton and Groove, or they've chosen topics that really matter to them and are trying to think, what could be done, what is happening already, what actions could we take, who could help.
Oh, what a morning. We have shared from the best of humanity, haven't we, this morning? The resilience, the bravery, the kindness, and absolute generosity to share your stories, but also to share your tips as well, and to share your gifts for other carers to benefit from. So we've heard a lot from amazing people this morning, and there's some people in this room that we won't hear from today, but everybody here has got a story, an incredible story, and I think Mariona and I were talking earlier, and we hope in time we hear more and more of your stories too.
Some really sad stories, but really positive, and the empathy that carers have, and how much I was at the beginning parts of these events 5 years ago, and there wasn't quite as many carers wanting to share their story as they have now, and the room was filled with so many amazing carers sharing their different stories.
I've been a carer for 30 years and I can, relate with Mandy, but actually I have a disabled son, and not many people knew that actually, only very close friends, and then we come to some problems with his health, and I needed help, and I didn't know how to get that help, because Hayley, me being a paid carer, how can I go out there? I can't look after my own son. I've got all these emotions going on, and I was going into a dark place, and that's the start of my journey with Credu, really, Lisa Boeing, and she brought the courageous Becky into my home, and my life changed. I can wear this big smile, and they brought me some hope. I am really privileged to wear my t-shirt. I put this on really proudly. I'm a volunteer for Credu, and I'm really proud of that, and I felt very much part of the Credu family now.
It lights up, I feel it lights me up inside when I work, and I feel part of the team, but not just that. It feels like it makes such a difference to carers. So today really is just a real celebration of what amazing carers are out there, but also a celebration of Credu and what they do as well.
Carers are often spinning a lot of plates, and maybe one of those plates could be looked after, which gives more time to look after all the others. And sometimes then it's like, respite isn't something that's a one-off. It's like, sleep. We need to sleep and we need to rest all the time. We're humans, we need to fill up our cup. And so it's thinking about how we're going to keep that manageable caring role and the life alongside caring for however long caring will last for.
By this time, with the organ failure situation, my wife had a blood pressure of below 30 and below 40. Her heartbeat was barely beating. My daughter and I stayed with her all night, and we were slowly watching her get better. But earlier that I cuddled Carol, put my arm around her. I just wanted to hug her, which I did for about half an hour, because I was getting to the point when my daughter had been up for 2.5 days without sleep, and I'd been up for 1.5 days, so we're thoroughly exhausted.
I think what really stood out for me was Miriona sharing about the care passport, and that was one of the first things that I heard when I was brought together with other carers. I can't tell you the magic that happens when you bring carers together. What they share is invaluable. A lot of the information that is shared amongst carers isn't necessarily shared anywhere else, and the support really.
And it's how she expects to be treated if she goes to hospital again.
Oh, thank you, Miriona. The hospital passport is definitely singing to my heart, because when you go in, it is like a legal document. I've never seen anything quite so powerful, and they don't tell you about it.
No, the thing that's really stuck with me today has been the range and variety of voices that we've heard. So we've had people that are talking about difficult times that they've been through, difficult experiences that they've had, and things that they've kind of, the coping strategies they've had, the things that have helped them get through it, and then all the way through to people like full of positivity, I suppose, and looking to the future and thinking about all the things that might be possible, and talking about plans that they're making and exciting things that are coming.
What actually touched me most was in the coffee break, and a carer that I haven't met before, and I was, we say, how's it going for you? And a carer said how they had listened to one of the carers that had spoke, and they were like, that's what I'm going through too. And I just thought that's really special, and that's kind of capturing the point of today, is that the carers that share their understanding is so that other carers are thinking, that's me too, because they might not have had that before. So we find then that those carers that are the first ones there to start sharing and start talking, they really make people feel heard and understood, and they might inspire people to also share their stories and their experiences.
Lillian, who's here today, is a very special person. She has supported and grown this service, but also supported me and some of our colleagues here at Credu. I've learned so much from her. I hadn't even heard of the word person-centred before, and she got to know and understand carers so well, and how different the counselling service needed to be to support carers. She's kind, she's patient, she's generous, she supports me and individuals and the team as well, so we are strong and can help other people. I've been shared some feedback as well from other carers, and this one I think is quite special. I 100% believe without Lillian's support and counselling, I would not have coped with the last 18 months. I believe I would needed antidepressants, possibly had a mental breakdown. I'm so grateful to Lillian for her dedicated support and understanding, continuing to be involved when I could not always get to the phone, showed you always there for me. Thank you. Thank you, Lillian.
Lillian's prepared a few words.
Thank you, everyone. I just want to say thank you to Marie for the very kind words she's just said, and to say how grateful I am for the opportunity to speak to you today. It's probably the last time I'll speak to a group from Credu, because I'm leaving in July after 11 years of counselling with this agency. I think it was just pure chance that I walked into Powys Carers as it was that day, looking for a placement, but I kind of knew immediately that this was the work I was meant to be doing. When I arrived there, I think there were probably about 10 or 12 people on the start, perhaps a few more. And now look at you, 80 paid employees, 200 volunteers. It's a truly amazing achievement, and it's the hard work and vision of so many people, too many for me to mention, for fear I might actually miss somebody out, who've got you to this point.
I'm really privileged, I feel, to have a job with Credu, and I am dyslexic, so I want to champion that as well. I've never been as honest as I am now. I hid it for far too long, but I wouldn't be able to do what I've done today. So
we've heard talks this morning about worth, self-worth, and if you could just take a moment now to look around you at the people sitting in this room, and to recognise that everybody has self-worth. Next time you're walking down the street or sitting in the park, recognise that people have self-worth. Each of you here was born in different circumstances from the person next to you, has different experiences of life, different memories, different emotions. Each of us gives a unique contribution to humanity as a whole. And I would like you to value that and hang on to it and recognise it.
That can be shared with everybody, anybody and everybody. I feel that we really need to get that out there, because that self-worth, you know, that there's nothing like it.
Why we did it and why we want to share our stories more people, because people need to have our words, how we struggle, what we need, and maybe then we find a way we will not judge each other.
And this one person, we can all make a difference. You can make a difference, you can make a difference. One person can make a difference, one seed, and never underestimate what one kind word can do. You can make a reason why one person might want to get out of bed.
Yeah, I think it's been an amazing opportunity for carers to meet each other, for people's voices to be heard. We've been able to film the day as well, so what that means is we can take the voices that have been shared today and then spread them like far and wide, and other people can hear them. It's been really important to the carers that as people in high places, people with influence, hear what they have to say. So it's been a really good opportunity to capture that today, but it's just the first step in sharing it.
Well, these videos I think are really brilliant, because as a dyslexic and a visual, it's really nice. Everyone can see what it's like to come to an event like this. You'll see what we talk about. I think it's really nice to see some of the team as well. So I remember the first time I worked through the door, and I remember I knew nobody. I don't know what drew me to the event, but I did. And it was the best thing I ever learned, because the listening in the room was unbelievable and everybody was made to feel involved.
So hopefully, you know, there's more to do. There is a lot more to do. Caring is still, unpaid carers are still quite hidden. So how can we shine a light on that, make plans and get the message out there?